A former hotel worker has opened up on her most bizarre celebrity encounters she experienced back in the 90s, from Whitney Houston to Tina Turner, Bill Clinton and more. Today, Kathleen Dookie serves customers tasty fare out of her own Goodfellas Cafe in Birmingham, but 30 years ago she was an employee at the Hyatt Regency in Birmingham as a housekeeper, where she rubbed shoulders with some of the biggest names in stardom. Her job as a housekeeper meant she was privy to the antics of A-listers, even their less finer moments. As reported by Birmingham Live, some highlights she remembers include singer Whitney Houston throwing a tantrum over breakfast and the kindness of the cast of the Gladiators game show, describing them as big softies. Since her time in hospitality, Kathleen has done modeling, worked as an extra in TV and even starred in a Bollywood film. But the 50-year-old is currently facing turmoil over the future of her eatery, which may have to shut permanently, as parking restrictions have decreased foot traffic significantly. She doesn't know where life will take her next, but she does love reminiscing about her Hyatt days. So who was her most bizarre celebrity encounter? She decided to kick things off by reminiscing about Whitney Houston. Kathleen recalled, "From the 24th to the 21st floor you could get a continental breakfast, saving you going all the way to the ground floor. We were closed one day and Whitney came 15 to 20 minutes after. She was banging on the door saying, 'Why isn't the cafe open?' The times were displayed on the door. Her sister was there too. I opened and she started shouting and kicking off. She is a diva and said she would complain. I didn't take the food down already, so said we could still serve her, but she insisted she'd go downstairs. She did complain and my manager told me don't worry about it, we know what she's like." She also recalls a colleague being called to Whitney's presidential suite where there was a little bit of water on the floor. According to Kathleen, Whitney bluntly told the colleague to clean it up, and the cheeky colleague handed the mop to Whitney. Kathleen defended her colleague who was called in by the manager, claiming no worker should be spoken to like that. Kathleen also fondly remembers the cast of Gladiators TV show, which aired from 1992 to 2000 and filmed at then National Indoor Arena, Utilita Arena. She said, "I looked after the Gladiators for 6 months. I made a strong bond with them, especially Wolf. They would go over to film Gladiators but I would serve them breakfast every morning. I was carrying a tray of dirty crockery and Wolf tickled my sides and I dropped the tray. He was so sorry and started putting everything back on the tray. He said, 'I can't believe how nice you are, if I ever come to London you must visit me and my wife.' He gave me his number and everything, but I never went to London. They were really funny. You'd think they were serious because they were gladiators, but they were big softies really." This was not Kathleen's final encounter with a gladiator, as over the years former Gladiator Nightshade aka Judy Simpson would regularly visit Goodfellas Cafe. Other standout Hyatt encounters include Kathleen having a pleasant chat with famous late singer Tina Turner, who was curious about Kathleen's Indian-Jamaican heritage when she heard the worker speaking patois. Kathleen also recalls serving world leaders at the 1998 G8 summit. Her team would serve leaders including then Prime Minister Tony Blair and United States President Bill Clinton, all of whom gave her and a colleague a whopping £60 tip. Years later, when Kathleen opened Goodfellas in 2019, the celebrity encounters never stopped. She has served the likes of Commonwealth Games gymnast Joe Fraser, Team England athletes and 2018 X Factor contestant Burgundy Williams. Before running Goodfellas, Kathleen met Bollywood megastars Anil Kapoor and Ajay Devgan when she was an extra on their film Tez, some of which was filmed in Birmingham. Newsletter here.